Hello again and welcome back. Welcome to a new episode. Bueno, no son episodios, eh? 161. 161. And this is not an episode because there's no drama. In episodes, there's drama. Episode 161, where Jeremy kills his old girlfriend, Margaret. But Margaret's ghost returns and haunts Jeremy. All right, but no, this is not an episode. This is class number 161 or 161. Muchas veces decimos 327, 161, especially in hotels. ¿En qué habitación? 161, please. Se dice así. No solemos decir 161. All right, past tense. I'm selling these books, by the way. Yeah. You know these books? They're for sale. They're not free, but they're not expensive. If you don't have these books, it's okay. You can follow the course. But if you have the books, you can probably follow the course 30% or 40% or 50% better. Or for some people, 100%. Because the book explains everything. It explains everything. So, I'm selling these books. Yeah, Richard. How many did you sell last week? I don't know. I don't have those figures. Well, because it's not me, it's the organization in Televisión Española. We sold, I don't know, maybe 200 books last week. Wow, not bad. How many books did you sell the first day? I don't think we sold any books the first day. Too soon. I don't think we sold. No creo que vendiéramos, claro. En español probablemente se diría creo que no vendimos ninguno. En inglés casi siempre lo decimos al revés. No creo que vendiéramos. Claro, hay que cambiar el subjuntivo en español, pero en inglés no. I don't think we sold any books the first day. And the second day? Did you sell any books the second day? Yes, we sold about 40 books the second day. Not bad. It was the impact, because people said this on the television, ¿Esto qué es? What's this? And they looked at it, said, okay, I want those books. So we sold about 40 on the second day, I remember. And in the first week, I think we sold about 160 books. In the second week, about the same. I think we sold, como soldado, no? O soldar, soldador. Welding, to weld is soldar. To weld, we sold. So we sold quite a few books in the first month. We sold quite a few books. Quite a few. A few means unos pocos. No. A few means unos cuantos. Ahora bien, pero si insertas quite, escrito quite, delante sin bastantes. El plural, cuando dice bastantes, tengo bastante leche en la nevera. It's quite a bit of milk. Pero si es contable, tengo bastantes naranjas en la nevera. I have quite a few oranges in my refrigerator. All right, so yes, we sold. Every day we sell books. Yesterday we sold books. Every day I sit in this chair, the same one. Yesterday I sat in this chair. This chair speaks perfect English. Because this chair is absorbing, hasta los muebles aprenden inglés aquí. Eh? So, this chair is a bilingual chair. I sat in this chair yesterday. I sat in the same chair on the first day. Do you remember the first day? If not, go into RTV a la carta and go to class number 1. Remember? A book, a table, a telephone, a watch, a pencil. Remember? Go back. Check the chair. It was the same one. Yeah. On that day, where was I sitting? I was sitting on. Digo on porque no hay brazos en esta silla. Si hubiera brazos, si fuera una butaca o un sillón o con brazos, probablemente diría in. Y recomiendo in. It's always correct. So I was sitting in this chair. I was sitting in this chair on the first day. And on the second day, I sat in the same chair. I sat in this chair during the month of March. I sat in this chair every class during the month of April. I sat, sit, sat, sit, sat. All right. All right, let's go on. Let's go on. Sleep. I slept well last night. En el castellano de España se dice, he dormido bien esta noche. Sobre todo si estoy hablando por la mañana. And now it's very early, it's 7. En inglés, imposible. Porque ya no estoy durmiendo. Ya es una acción terminada, empezada, concluida, pasado. Y esta noche ya no existe porque ya es la mañana. No podemos decir esta noche, hay que decir anoche. So, la traducción correcta en inglés de he dormido mal esta noche is dormí mala noche. I slept badly last night. Bueno, solemos decir I didn't sleep well or I didn't get much sleep last night, which is not true. I slept well last night. I slept well. Did you sleep well, Marta? You slept well? She slept well too. So both Marta and me, we slept well. We didn't sleep together, but we slept well. We slept in our respective houses. I slept last night. I slept on the right side of the bed. The night before last, I slept on the right side of the bed too. But the night before that, I slept in the middle of the bed. Yeah. Yes. And I remember last night I slept on my left side. The night before last, I slept on my right side. And Richard, yeah. Did you snore last night? Probably. I probably snored last night while I slept. Mientras dormía. While I was sleeping, I probably snored. All right, spend. Every day I spend money. Yesterday I spent money. Yes. Every day I spend money. I mean, on electricity. Yesterday I didn't spend any money, but indirectly I spent money on electricity and water in my house. Yes. My electric bill, así dice la factura de la luz, light bill, electric bill, is about 120 euros a month. 30 days. So I spend 3 euros a day on electricity. 3 euros a day. That's cheap. When you think about it, because everything in my house is electric. The stove for cooking, the refrigerator, the lights, everything, the oven, everything's electric for 3 euros a day. That's 2 cups of coffee a day, you know? And you have illumination. If, you know, do you remember Jules Verne, Julio Verne? You know, he was the futurist. But if he came today, he would need a tranquilizer to assimilate the standard of living we have now. Do you remember my friend Olegario? Listen, can you hear Olegario? We have a friend upstairs, boom, 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 again, with his drill and today's with his hammer. A hammer, como Mike Hammer, a hammer is martillo. So Olegario is back. All right, my good friend Olegario. I don't know him. Someday, algún día de estos, one of these days, en inglés se dice one of these days. O sea, uno de estos días. O sea, un día de estos. One of these days, I'm going to go upstairs and find Olegario and say, hey, is your name really Olegario? Probably not. Say, every day I spend money. Yesterday I spent. Every day I spend time with my children. Yesterday I spent some time with my children. Every day I spend some time with Claudio Sanchez Albornoz. Yesterday I spent about 30 minutes with Claudio Sanchez Albornoz. Spent. Tanto dinero como pasar tiempo. Write. Every day I write something on the computer. Every day I write at least 2 emails. Yesterday I wrote 2. Yesterday I wrote 2 emails. Wrote. Yesterday I wrote the emails at home, not here. I didn't write any emails here, but I wrote 2 emails at home. Every day I steal. Every day I try to steal. Every day I don't steal things. But when I was a little boy, I stole some toys when I was 7. I remember. I stole some toys and nobody caught me. I got away with it. Sí, eso sí, to get away with, we'll see later. I stole some toys. I feel bad now because I stole something. And when I was 13, I stole an ashtray. Stole. But I didn't steal any cars. I didn't steal anything valuable. I was a good boy when I was growing up. Usually I was a good boy. But I remember I stole about 10 toys. Yeah, but it wasn't my fault. It was Alex's fault. Alex was a bad kid, and I was under his influence. Alex was 8. I was 7. So Alex was older and more mature than me. And Alex wanted to steal some toys. And so we stole some toys. And today I feel really bad about that. Stole. Okay. Now yesterday I told you to make an effort. Remember? Yes, but not only you, but I told other students to make an effort as well. I told him, I told her, I told them, and I told you. Told you. I told everybody. Un toldo. ¿Tienes un toldo en tu casa para la ventana? Told you. Told him. Told her. Told them. Told. He told me. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me to make an effort. I told you. Remember yesterday. Remember I said, you need to make an effort to do your best. Make an effort to do your best. You remember? I told you that. I told you that. I told you several times to make an effort to do your best. Do you remember? But you didn't tell me anything. I don't think you told me anything. No creo que me hayas dicho nada ayer. I don't think you told me anything. You didn't tell me to make an effort. You didn't tell me anything. Marta, they didn't tell me anything, right? Yeah, right. She agrees with me that you didn't tell me anything. But I told you several things. Tell, told, throw, through. Throw through. Yes, do you remember? A few days ago, I threw one pencil, and before that, and I remember I threw several pencils to you. I said, here, catch. You remember? And I think I threw a black pencil. I threw about 15 classes ago. You remember, about 15 classes ago, I threw about 7 pencils to you, and you didn't catch any of them. Come on. We call that butterfingers. You know, you can't. Did you try to catch them? You know, I threw here. Here's one. Yeah. Did you catch it? No? The other day, I remember, maybe that's the reason this one's broken. Maybe the reason this pencil is broken is because I threw this pencil to you. You didn't catch it. It fell on the floor. Marta picked it up. Picked it up. Veamos la fonética. Lo recogió. Marta picked it up. Qué difícil es hasta para mí decir picked it up. Me cuesta. Picked it up. Marta picked it up and kept it. Yeah, you remember one day I counted and I only had 19 pencils. One pencil was missing. And I said, Marta, I only have 19 pencils. One pencil is missing. And finally, I realized it was the pink pencil. One of the 2 pink pencils. And then Marta said, oh, I kept it. I picked it up and kept it. Right? Remember? But she gave it back to me. With a broken point. Marta, we still haven't we need to sharpen this pencil, eh? You know, where you go. You sharpen a pencil. I can't sharpen a pencil with my fingers. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. No funciona. Work se usa además de trabajar. Funcionar. No funciona. Este curso funciona, eh? This English course works if you make an effort. But my fingers, sharpening a pencil, it doesn't work. All right. So, to throw, through. Understand? Understood. Do you understand me now? Did you understand everything yesterday? You did. You understood me perfectly. Well, okay. When I came to Spain in 1972, the first time, I understood about 10% of and my spoken Spanish was pretty good, eh? Pretty good, bastante bueno. But I only understood about 10%. In month number 2, I understood about 40%. In month number 3, I understood maybe 60%. In month number 4, 80%. In month number 5, 90%. In month number 6, 95%. And in month number 7, probably 98%. And after 1 year, maybe 99%. Now, I think 100%. The person has to have a very bad speech habits if I don't understand. If I don't understand here, I don't understand in Texas or in Oklahoma or New York or in London. It's easier for me to understand here than to understand English in Scotland. All right. I understand Spanish better than Scottish English. All right. It's understood. Every day I wear, yesterday I wore. I didn't wear this shirt yesterday. I wore a different shirt. Yeah. I don't remember if I wore a pink shirt or maybe I wore a white shirt yesterday. Maybe I wore a blue shirt. Maybe I wore a pink shirt. I just don't remember. What color shirt did I wear yesterday, Marta? She's saying I wore a pink shirt. I'm not sure. Go back and check, eh? Go into RTV a la carta and go to the class before this one and check. And you can see what kind of shirt I wore. And you can see, fíjate como digo can. You can see. La palabra can está supeditada a los otros dos que flanquean. You can see what color shirt I wore. Wore, win one. Yes, every day I win. Yeah, every day I win. I play ping pong every day. All right. Every day I win at least one match. Yesterday I won 2. The day before yesterday I won 1. Recuerda que suena igual, 1-1. 2 days ago I won 1 ping pong match. Yesterday I won 2. Today probably I'll win 2 or 3 today. I'm a good ping pong player. Table tennis. Win, chose. Every day I choose, yesterday I chose. Every day I choose a different shirt. Yesterday I chose, this morning I chose this shirt. Elegí esta camisa esta mañana antes al estar en casa. At home I said, okay, which shirt? Blue, white, or pink, or black? And I chose this shirt. Chose. Yes. I make a lot of choices in my life. Sometimes I choose positive things, and sometimes I choose negative things. Yes, last week I chose positive things every week. Drive. I drive here every day. I drove here this morning. I drove here yesterday. I drove here last week every day because this is quite far from my house. Sometimes I walk here, but not very often. It takes an hour to walk here. It takes an hour. It takes me 15 minutes to drive here. So it takes 45 minutes less to drive here than to walk here. So yesterday I drove here. Yes. The last time I drove to Santander, was 3 years ago, long time. The last time I drove to Valencia was about 3 years ago. The last time I drove to Barcelona was about 4 years ago. The last time I drove to Pamplona was 1 year ago. Last year I drove to Pamplona, 4 hours. The last time I drove to Granada was 10 months ago. No. The last time I drove to Granada was 8 months ago. Yes, I drove to Granada and to Sierra Nevada. Yeah, the last time I drove. Yeah, drove. All right, and become, yes. President John Kennedy became president in 1961. Ronald Reagan became president in 1981. George Bush Jr. became president in 2001. And who will become president in 2021? I don't know. Either Donald Trump or Joe Biden, if they don't die before. Between now and November, or between now and January 20th. Because the next president starts officially on January 20th, 2021. Who will be the president? Well, if they don't die, one of the two, either Donald Trump or Joe Biden, either one or the other, either o uno o el uno o el otro, either Trump or Biden, not both. You can't have both. So the elections are in November. The elections are on the Tuesday after the first Monday of November. Excuse me, Richard. The elections in the United States are always on the Tuesday after the first Monday of November. That's confusing. I don't understand. Listen, if November 1st falls on a Tuesday, there aren't no elections. You need to wait till the following Tuesday, which is the 8th. Now, if the first day of the month falls on a Monday, then the elections are on the 2nd. So the earliest day for the elections in the United States is the 2nd of November, and the latest is the 8th. So for example, in 2016, Donald Trump won the elections on the 8th of November. How do you remember that? Well, because my birthday is on the 9th. And I remember the Trump celebration was on my birthday. So, and besides, here in Madrid, it's La Almudena. Yes, it's a holiday in this city. They celebrate my birthday. All right, so Donald Trump became the president on January 20th, 2017. Thomas Jefferson became the president in March 1801. At that time, the inauguration was in March, not in January. Yes. James Madison became the president of the United States in March 1809. And James Monroe became the president in March 1817. James Monroe, was that Marilyn Monroe's father? No, sorry, it's a different Monroe. Besides, Marilyn Monroe's name was really Norma Jean Baker, her real name. All right, became. Ya está. No? All right. Did you go to the cinema last week? No, I didn't. Did you go to a restaurant yesterday? Yes, I did. Really? You went to a restaurant? Yes, I did. Yeah. What did you have? Sí, se have. ¿Qué tomaste? ¿Qué comiste? What did I have? You're not going to believe me. Excuse me. You're not going to believe me. Que no te voy a creer. You're not going to believe me. Try me. Well, I had meatballs. Bolas de carne. Albóndigas. Yeah, I had meatballs. Ask me what kind of meatballs I had. What kind of meatballs did you have? For yesterday. Yes, what kind of meatballs did you have yesterday? I had deer meatballs. deer meat, venison. Venison is venado, o sea, de ciervo. Eh? So I had venison meatballs. Really? Were they good? Yes, they were. Very filling. Muy llenante, se dice en inglés, o sea, que llena, eh? Very filling, but very good. Eh? Together with shoestring potatoes. What? Shoestring potatoes. Cuerda de zapatos patatas? Shoestring patatas baja. Ah. In the United States. In England, I don't know. But in the U.S., we say shoestring, como cordón de zapato. Shoestring potatoes. And it was good, eh? The plate was good. All right. So, starting, no more time. Starting tomorrow, list 13 in our 2 books, okay? See you tomorrow.